Hello everyone, it's me Sophia. I'm 11 years old and I live in California. A lot of my subscribers are probably wondering why I only speak in English during my videos. Well, my philosophy is that if you want to learn English, you have to listen to it a lot. By listening to English, your pronunciation skills get better and it helps you understand the terms or any other words in English. Let's start with our lesson. We'll be learning about these three terms: carnivore, omnivore, and herbivore. These terms are usually learned in the 2nd or 3rd grade here in America, so it would be great if you guys knew it because they're pretty basic terms here. Now first, carnivore. It's easier to find out the meaning if you just cut the word in half and decipher it in different parts. So just cut it here in the middle. First is, let me get a different pen. Carni, that first part, just the 5 letters. I have learned Spanish for about 2 years, so I knew that carne, which is very similar to carne, this means meat in Spanish, so you can remember that by this. Carne means meat in Spanish. And they're very similar words, so you can just remember it by that. Next is vor. If you see, all 3 of these words have vor in it, so it's good to remember this one because a lot of other words have them too. This is a root word and it's used as parts of different words, and if you put them together it makes a complete thing, a complete word. So like this, vor and carni. Vor means one that eats. So carnivore, what do you think that means? Well, if you look at this and you just think, meat, one that eats, maybe it could mean something that eats meat. Because if you put them together, one that eats meat makes pretty good sense, doesn't it? If you just separate words, then it's easier to find out. And once you learn more roots and parts of words like that, then it'll be much more easier. And some examples of carnivores are foxes. Like the little foxes. I'll draw a quick drawing. I'm really bad at drawing, by the way, so please don't judge me. So that's like the front view of the fox. And then the ones with the bodies that go to the side, like that. And then have the really bushy tails. And then some arms. That kind of looks like a squirrel, but its head looks like that, so I got the head right. And it has a really bushy tail, and they're really cute. Next, owls. The ones that go like, hoo, hoo, at night, you know? They sit on branches. That looks like a penguin, but I don't care. Does it even have arms? No. Okay, so owls kind of look like that, but not really. They are nocturnal, I think, so they only move around at night and they hunt. They're carnivores, so they hunt meat or other animals at night. So they both only eat meat. And snakes, easy to draw. Not really. They're the ones that are really long and don't have any feet. And they just go. It's really cool because when you see a snake eat, it could be like an egg that big. It's like way bigger, but the snake opens its mouth and like eats the whole thing. So that's really cool too. And spiders obviously catch little animals in their webs that they make, and they eat those. Extremely long-legged spider. Yeah. Now, carnivore. Follow me. Carnivore. One more time. Carnivore. Just keep practicing the words. These may be a bit hard, but if you keep on pronouncing it and learning to say it more and more, then you'll get better at it. Next, omnivore. Let's split this in half again. Omni is also a root word. It means all. And vor, like it says here, means one that eats. So let's think about it again. Use this as kind of a hint. So think, what would the omnivore mean? Well, if you put these together and think about it for a little bit, it would kind of be like one that eats all. So something that eats everything, both meat and both vegetables and plants. If you put everything, people might think they could eat inanimate objects like this marker, but that's not true. So I'll put that they eat both meat and vegetables. So follow me, omnivore. One more time, omnivore. So omnivore is something that eats both meat and vegetables, both of them, like us. Most humans eat both meat and vegetables, therefore we're omnivores. But there's some people, fun fact, that are called vegetarians. And they eat only vegetables. And that kind of makes sense because vegetables, the word is inside vegetarian, so you can remember that. Vegetarians only eat vegetables. And then some examples are humans, like us, which is basically just a stick figure. And let's make it a girl. Its name is Susan. Yay, okay. Now pigs. I'm pretty decent at drawing pigs, I think, so I probably won't fail on this one. Little ears. That doesn't look that bad. I'm just so intensely focused on this. So that's my pig. The ones that like snort and roll around in mud. Here's a mud pile. Next, bears. The ones in the wood that go roar and eat everything. Not everything, but they're omnivores. Think about like when you were probably little, you might have those little teddy bears that you would sleep with, and they were amazing. So let's draw this bear. And then they have that little mouth face thing. So that's my bear. Ta-da! That's decent enough. Don't judge me for my terrible drawing. Lastly is herbivore. Follow me, herbivore. One more time, herbivore. Great job. There's a trick to pronouncing this word. It's not herbivore with the H. Just pretend this is silent. It's just herbivore. So just remember that. pro tip right there. The H is silent, so this is not right. Herbivore is not right. It's just herbivore. If you say it like herbivore, then people will look at you weirdly and judge you. So say it like herbivore. And herbivore, when you think of herbs, you know the herb tea, it has like the little leaves in it, and it kind of reminds you of the leafy green stuff. So let's say it reminds you of plants. Because herb plants, herb tea, kind of made from plants, I guess. And then, oh yeah, we're separating it right there. And then vor is again one that eats. One that eats plants. Plants are related to vegetables. So let's just put / vegetables. Because it sounds better. We don't eat plants, we eat vegetables. So think about it again. Use these two as kind of a reference. Think about it. Vor, one that eats herb, plants, and vegetables. So obviously, like we did on these two, that would mean one that eats vegetables. Put an S there. For example, horses, rabbits, or cows. I'll draw another picture. Rabbits are the really cute bunny rabbits. They're also called bunnies or hares. They're slightly different, but they have basically the same meaning. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to erase part of the pig. So it does not have a butt now. Bucktooth, rabbit. See, that looks cute, doesn't it? No? I don't know. That looks decent enough. So rabbits are the ones that are always eating these carrots. So rabbits eat a lot of carrots. And horses. I am terrible at drawing horses. Please do not judge me because of this. This is like my worst animal. And then it has the mane. It's the one where someone usually rides on its back. And then the horse that goes and gallops around. And horses. People usually give horses apples and they eat plants and stuff. So, yeah, they're mainly herbivores. Herbivores. I can't believe I said that. Oh no, people are gonna judge me. And then cows. Cows are, to be honest with you, I don't even know what a cow looks like. I know what a cow looks like, but I'm bad at drawing. These are the eyes. What is this? That's the mouth, and that's like the nose. You know the hoop thing on their nose? That's his tail. And that's our cow. Let's just applaud my terrible drawings. Beautiful. And let's have a quick review. So, carnivore, something that eats meat. Follow me, carnivore. Next, omnivore, something that eats both meat and vegetables. Follow me, omnivore. Lastly, herbivore, one that eats vegetables. Follow me, herbivore. Good job. And I just wrote the Korean words here. If you just wanted it as a reference and you didn't know, I'm going to attempt reading it. 육식 동물, 잡식 동물, 초식 동물. Yeah. And examples, foxes, owls, snakes, spiders. That doesn't even look like a spider, what? And examples of omnivores are humans, pigs, and bears. And examples of herbivores are horses, rabbits, and cows. That isn't even a cow, but that's my drawing of one. So thank you all for listening and staying here with my amazing drawings. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Bye!